Yo, what is up, Broadway fans, stands, and financial managers, and welcome back to Arona News. Well, not really, because today, guys, I know there's a lot of uncertainty about what will Broadway look like. Will Broadway be canceled? Will there be no more live performances? Will Jeremy Jordan and Laura Michelle Kelly ever reunite and we get the Finding Neverland ART? And I just dropped it. Hold on. We'll cut that out. Anyways, I think that live theater, it's not going anywhere. If that's what you guys are concerned about, live theater, Broadway, it's not gonna go away. That won't happen. Broadway is its own market, it's its own economy, and it's not going anywhere, guys. And if it does, I will evolve and just bring shows to Broadway myself. I think, personally, what you're gonna see on Broadway, this is just my inaccurate prediction, is we're gonna see a lot more plays, and shows like Beetlejuice, SpongeBob, $30 million blockbuster musicals that just have wowed people with their spectacle. We're just not going to see them anymore, and I think that's a good thing. Movie to musical adaptations cost a lot of money. Typically, they are very expensive Broadway blockbusters. And I think we're going to see shows like Hadestown come from like Dear Evan Hansen, personal, small, budget of under 10 mil, at the most 15 mil, that are original musicals, which I think is a good thing for Broadway. I think we're getting oversaturated with movie musicals. Back to the Future, The Nanny, potentially like Superbad. I'm just kidding. However, if they do that as a musical, I will definitely be there. It's gonna be different. Like, I think they might have to adapt. You know what I mean? Like, I think maybe shows might come back, but they'll have only a certain amount of people can be in the theater. They'll be separated, and then they might have to live stream the shows. And I know there's stuff with unions in New York City, and it's expensive to film there. But in all honesty, I think that Broadway, won't come back in the summertime. Optimistically, they come back in September and October. But to be quite honest with you, they might not come back until like January of. And I wouldn't be surprised if they don't come back until next year, because New York City is the epicenter for this virus, and Broadway is heavily affected by that. You're gonna see tourist drops. You're gonna see so many things, and New York audiences are interested in the best musical, the prestige show, the one with the best reviews. So shows like Dear Evan Hansen, Come From Away, Flying Over Sunset, I think are the shows you're gonna see. And more mediocre shows, producers aren't gonna take risks on, or they're gonna close super early. I think we're gonna see a ton of Broadway flops, especially movie to musical adaptations. And I think we're just gonna see movie musical adaptations slowly disapparating, which I think is a good thing, because I think we're getting oversaturated with it, and people are getting really crazy about this. And I think going back to original musicals that cost a small amount of money, and that weekly operating costs are like under 100,000, is I think the way Broadway is going to go. I think that some of the shows, like the newer shows like Miss Doubtfire, Company 6, won't come back and just won't ever come and make it open on Broadway. And some older running shows like Mean Girls, potentially Jagged Little Pill, those shows I just don't think will come back at all, because they were already on the ropes. And I think ultimately Broadway will become even more cutthroat than it already is. But I think Broadway is going to evolve. You know what I mean? Because being in a Broadway theater, you have to be close to people. It's tons of people, and so I think Broadway's gonna have to adapt to it. And I don't know if that means less, but I think we're gonna see live stream shows, and it might be like a pay-per-view thing where you pay a pretty substantial amount of money to see it on some kind of website, and that's how you get your content. And I think that might be the way Broadway has to go for a little bit, especially if, like, say Broadway doesn't come back until next year. The shows that are currently running, you know, either just close, or they are able to come to a compromise and say, let's live stream these shows, let's do a pay-per-view on like a website. They pay like if people will pay, like, I don't know how much the Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury fight was, but it was like in the 400s, 500s range. And if people will pay that much money for a boxing fight, they'll pay that much money for a Broadway thing. You know, because old, rich, white people are the majority of Broadway demographics, so they will pay that kind of money. Shows like 6, I think, wouldn't really be able to do that, because their demo is typically younger, so I think that prices might vary on the shows. But I think ultimately Broadway is headed in a very interesting direction, and I don't know why they're saying they're going to open in June, because we all know Broadway will not open in June. It's not a realistic expectation. The mayor of New York City himself said that going by Broadway standard, it's not the way to go. I think the kinds of shows we're gonna get, again, are gonna cost a lot less, are gonna be original musicals, and these big blockbuster shows simply just aren't gonna be around a lot. And I think that might be for the best. Anyways, guys, that's just my quick thoughts. Like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.